Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Will Wareham with WHHI-TV. Today we're in Beaufort. We're chatting with Bridges Preparatory School. Our first guest is Dee Matthews, who's chairperson for Bridges Prep Board of Directors. We're also joined by Dr. Nick Ithomitis, who's the head of school, Caroline Lovell, and Marty Miley. So stick around for more 843 TV, where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Spring Island comes to speak.
Where Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
Where Beaufort comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak. Welcome to 843 TV. Today we're joined by Dee Matthews, who's chair of the Bridges Preparatory School Board of Directors, and Nick Ithomitis, who's the head of school at Bridges Prep. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Absolutely, it's good to see you again. And I understand congratulations are in order. Earlier this month, Bridges Prep earned a huge recognition as being named one of the state of South Carolina's top 3 charter schools. That's quite an honor. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that honor means and how the schools are judged?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's a great honor because we're such a young school, but the state uses basically student achievement, where they are in a certain point of time, student growth, how did they do over from the previous year to the next year as far as the student growth is concerned, and then how the fiscal responsibility of the school is met and how the organizational structure of the school plays out. So, and they look at other things like student attendance, and they look at your end of the course exams if you're at the high school. So they rate each school based on those things, and I want to tell you, it was so exciting to get that news because it means that the board, administration, teachers, and kids all performed at the highest level. So that was nice.
Absolutely. It's a kind of an affirmation that you're doing things right over there, right? And Dee, we were talking a little bit off camera that the other 2 schools on that list have been charter schools for quite some time, and y'all are a relatively young school, right?
Yes, this is just our 4th year, yes. So the other 2 have been charter schools for some time now.
And how do you, in your opinion, how do you think Bridges was able to climb the ladder so fast?
I would have to tell you that I believe it's the dedication of the teachers who are truly dedicated in ensuring that our students receive the highest academic levels of teaching that they can. So teaching and learning efficacy are taking place every day in the school. I think the support of the parents to provide what is necessary and to support the students in their work with to support the students to be prepared for school, but in supporting the teachers in their role with the students as well.
Sure. Sure. And so speaking of that, starting any organization, let alone a school, comes with its set of challenges, I'm sure. How do you think you stayed focused on educating the children in order to do what you do and become so highly rated?
I think it is a joint effort, a team effort from everyone involved. And I would say from the board, which does govern the school, but I think for the board itself, it was truly all about what's in the best interest of the students, what's in the best interest of the school, ensuring that we have the best head of school possible, and we do, ensuring that our parents are kept involved and informed, and that we are not that we are very transparent in the actions that we are doing. Having the dedicated teachers, having a leader that can find the best teachers available for the students, and just supporting.
Yeah, absolutely. And communication is key, right? Being transparent with what you're doing, and not just with parents and students, but with the teachers and the community.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to throw in there, we've got great kids.
Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Yes.
The teachers are there, the parents are there, and the staff is there. I mean, we've got great staff from top to bottom, but we have a really good student body that responds to good teaching, and so they wouldn't perform if we wouldn't be performing unless they were performing.
Exactly.
So we've got great kids.
Yeah, and speaking of those kids, so currently we have students from what age group or what grade level are you servicing?
Kindergarten through 9th grade right now.
Currently,
yes, enrolled in school right
grade.
now. Yes.
And then we're adding some grades, right? Starting, is that next year?
Yep.
It is.
Okay, so we're hoping to maintain the same level of high academic progress as we expand into the high school grades. What's the strategy for that?
Good teachers, it really does start with the good teaching.
Yeah.
You've got to have good teachers at the high school level who are content specialists, that they have to be able to relate to kids, they have to be fair, they must make kids feel valued, and they have to have high expectations. So when we're interviewing our new teachers, those are the things we talk about. What can they bring to the table? We will maintain the highest standards. It's not negotiable.
Sure.
And it's the same combination Dee talked about. You get the parents behind you, you get the teachers who are qualified, and you make those kids feel valued so they want to perform. And so that it's not rocket science. It's such a simple formula. I mean, it's hard to put into action sometimes.
Sure.
But I'm very confident about where we're going to be with the next levels all the way through the high school years. I'm very confident.
And so I wanted to step back to one of the metrics that the state uses to measure these top charter schools. And you mentioned student achievement and from where they were last year. Is that gauged via standardized test scores?
Yeah. It's called the EVOS, and the kids will come in with a score. The teachers will look at their score, let's say reading, and they'll set a goal for that student as far as where they want that student to be at the end of the year, or close to the end of the year. We're right in the middle of all that, by the way. And
Okay.
so then if they look at how many kids met their goals, so how many kids achieved. There's two differences. There's an achievement level. This is where you should be at the end of third grade. But there's a growth level.
Sure.
So the kid who's maybe not going to be quite at third, we'd like them to be all at third grade, may have made the best great gains. So
Right.
you've got to take it's called value added. You take into consideration where the kid came from, and where they grew, and where they were at. So that's the formula.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations again. That's fantastic. Can y'all stick around for another segment?
Sure, thank
All
you.
right. And please stick around for another segment of 843 TV.